Intro from the legendary universe of Star Wars to the enduring lessons of Stoic philosophy, the tragic fall of Anakin Skywalker serves as a striking warning of what happens when fear and attachment dominate the human heart. Imagine being so terrified of losing someone that you compromise your very essence in a desperate attempt to preserve them. This was Anakin's fatal journey, abandoning his moral compass in hopes of saving Padme. Yet, the more he clung, the more he lost. His desperate struggle illuminates a deeply human truth: the tighter we hold on, the greater the suffering when change inevitably arrives. While his story unfolds on a galactic stage, its resonance lies in the ordinary lives of all of us. We too face the challenge of navigating love, fear, and loss. Stoic wisdom provides us with practical tools to embrace love without being consumed by dread, teaching us how to hold what we cherish with strength and clarity. When we examine attachment and detachment through the lens of Stoicism, we uncover powerful ways to reduce emotional dependence and cultivate inner freedom. These practices don't strip away love or compassion but instead allow us to experience them with wisdom. What follows are steps grounded in Stoic philosophy, practical strategies to live with calm, resilience, and balance. Step 1. Create space for perspective. When emotions intensify, perspective is often the first casualty. Distance allows clarity to return. Picture yourself standing too close to a painting you see only a blur. Stepping back reveals the entire masterpiece. Likewise, emotional closeness often blinds us to truth. Creating space through silence, solitude, or mindfulness becomes a practice of realignment. Seneca advised us to retreat inward often, cultivating the inner sanctuary where calm and reason reign. This is not withdrawal born of coldness, it is a purposeful pause to avoid impulsive choices. By granting ourselves distance, we reclaim self-mastery, moving from reaction to reflection. In this quiet, reasoned state, we become architects of thoughtful action rather than victims of emotional storms. Step 2. Weigh the logic of distance. Detachment, in the Stoic sense, is not abandonment but protection of inner balance. Life resembles a voyage. Some companions act as guiding winds, others as storms threatening to capsize the vessel. Epictetus reminds us that suffering stems not from events themselves but from how we interpret them. Applied to relationships, this wisdom compels us to ask whether a presence strengthens or destabilizes us. Do they fuel growth or ignite fear? True detachment involves making choices rooted in values and clarity. Creating space where toxicity resides is not selfishness, it is self-preservation. This act of discernment ensures our emotional ship stays on course, guided not by turbulence but by the compass of virtue and peace. Step 3. Talk with someone you trust. Even though Stoicism emphasizes inner resilience, it also celebrates the role of sincere companionship. When storms surge inside, confiding in a trusted friend is like anchoring in safe harbor. Seneca beautifully described a true friend as a mirror of the soul, reflecting our inner struggles with honesty. Sharing our burdens does not mean seeking solutions from others, it means allowing our tangled thoughts to be seen and straightened through dialogue. Friends, mentors, or wise guides act as grounding forces, offering perspective where emotions distort vision. In this, detachment is not isolation. It is strengthened through bonds of honesty and mutual growth, reminding us that we do not carry life's weight alone. Step 4. Set boundaries for your emotions. Emotions are powerful waves, unavoidable yet manageable. The Stoics never denied their presence, they taught us to keep them within bounds. Without boundaries, emotions hijack reason, steering us toward destruction. Epictetus stressed that disturbances arise not from events but our judgments of them. Setting boundaries means allowing emotions to exist but within limits, much like a river that flows freely within its banks. For example, anger may surge, but we can redirect its energy into constructive dialogue rather than destructive words. By limiting the time and energy we grant to turbulent emotions, we avoid drowning in them. Just as a skilled sailor respects the sea without surrendering control, so too can we respect emotions without allowing them to dictate our course. Step 5. Reflect on the outcomes of creating distance. Stoicism urges us to anticipate consequences before acting. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself of history's cycles, using foresight as armor against chaos. Similarly, when considering distance from people or situations, we must pause and ask, will this bring clarity, peace, or regret? Reflection allows us to weigh choices thoughtfully rather than impulsively. By recalling past experiences where distance fostered growth, we learn valuable lessons about self-preservation. Stoicism also reminds us that our choices ripple outward, shaping not only our lives but those of others. Detachment should therefore be rooted in wisdom, protecting our integrity while ensuring our actions remain aligned with compassion and collective harmony. Step 6. Take time away from social media. The modern world bombards us with constant noise, and digital platforms amplify this distraction. Social media immerses us in comparison, envy, and endless chatter that erodes inner stillness. Seneca warned that time feels scarce because we waste it on trivialities. Stepping back from online overstimulation is not rejection of technology, it is a reclaiming of our mental sovereignty. Use this reclaimed time to nourish the mind and soul, read, write, walk in nature, or engage in meaningful conversations. By choosing mindful withdrawal, we detox from comparison-driven anxieties and cultivate inner calm. The practice of digital detachment is a modern Stoic discipline, reminding us that focus, not distraction, shapes the quality of life. Step 7. Focus on your core needs. A garden thrives when its essentials, water, sunlight, and fertile soil, are nurtured. Likewise, we thrive when we focus on the essentials of life, wisdom, purpose, and peace. Epictetus taught that true wealth is found not in possessions but in needing less. By identifying what truly sustains us, we anchor ourselves in stability. Whether through solitude, creative pursuits, or nurturing meaningful connections, focusing on essentials removes the clutter of excess desire. This intentional simplicity frees us from dependency on what is fragile or fleeting. In choosing to ground ourselves in what truly matters, we gain resilience and inner freedom. This is the core of Stoic living: freedom from unnecessary fears and freedom for deeper fulfillment. Conclusion: the journey between attachment and detachment is not a retreat into indifference but an embrace of strength guided by compassion. Stoic wisdom equips us to step back thoughtfully, set boundaries, seek counsel, anticipate consequences, withdraw from noise, and return to life's essentials. Detachment becomes a tool for balance, not escape. It grants resilience in facing love, loss, and inevitable change without being consumed by them. Like a lighthouse cutting through stormy seas, Stoic principles guide us toward integrity, composure, and lasting peace. Anakin's fall serves as a timeless reminder: clinging too tightly blinds us, while wise detachment frees us. The galaxy may be distant, but its lessons echo powerfully in our everyday lives, urging us to live with courage, clarity, and unshakable calm.